Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give an update on what happened with the Fishing with Trash challenge. It didn't go so hot. The idea was to combine this kayak's first trip with the Fishing with Trash challenge. So I took this out onto a local lake, Lake Needwood in Maryland. And once I got out on the water, I found that this thing was really unstable, and I wasn't able to really complete the challenge or even get to my tackle bag. You can see here in the back, this is the storage area where I put my tackle bag and I put my fishing poles behind me, and anytime I tried to reach behind me out on the water to grab my bag and my poles, this thing would start to tip badly. I mean, pretty bad. On top of that, I was sitting in about 1 inch of water in the seating area, even though I brought padding to sort of lift me out of that. I still managed to get soaked. The water was about 59 degrees, and the whole day pretty much was just shot. The only high point was I did manage to paddle out to the middle of the lake where there was an island, and I stopped off there and I started to fish, and I caught a pretty nice bass. But as I was bringing him in, he got off at the shore because my hooks weren't sharpened. I didn't even notice. And just as I was starting to get excited about catching fish, I look over, and it turns out the island I'm on is a bird sanctuary, so I had to get off the island. I had to get back in the kayak. And at that point, I was pretty miserable. I was tired because I couldn't, before I got to the island, the wind was just blowing me all over the place. I couldn't reach my anchor, which was back there. And I think at that point, I was just done for the day. I also want to post this. If you're thinking about buying a kayak and you want to do some real fishing, don't buy one of these. These cheap kayaks, I thought, I read a lot of reviews on them, and I kind of knew that they're not all that, but out on the water, it was even worse than the reviews I read about these things. It was, I thought, well, I got pretty good balance, I'll make it work. I got good balance, and I can get around the problem and just be extra careful. You cannot be extra careful on these things. They are so unstable. The amount of money that you pay for one of these is half the cost of a better boat. There's some really good middle of the road fishing kayaks that are worth the money. These El Cheapo ones, they're just not worth it. So just take a tip from me. You're gonna be happier if you wait, save up, and get a good one, as opposed to buying one of these plastic cheap boats. I can't really say anything good about this thing. I mean, it did everything badly. The only good thing I can say is it didn't sink when I wasn't moving or doing anything in it. That's the only thing I can say. The instability, it tracks bad, it pulls to the left. Man, I got nothing good to say about this boat. So that kind of messed up the Fishing with Trash challenge, but like I said, I'm going down to Watts Bar on Friday, and I'm going to complete the challenge in Tennessee on a real boat, and or the dock, depending on where I feel like doing it. But it'll be on Watts Bar. I'm going to be in Watts Bar, be in Kingston actually, on Watts Bar from Friday to next Tuesday. I won't have internet, so I'm not going to be able to upload anything until probably Wednesday when I get back. So hopefully I'll have some better video for you guys, but overall I'm very disappointed with this thing. I'm probably going to sell it, and I'm just going to bite the bullet and get something better. I'm already talking to a guy that has a fairly high-end fishing kayak. It's got really good reviews. He's given it to me for super cheap, and I just kind of regret buying this thing now. So I guess you live and you learn, right? But anyway, that'll be my next video. So next Wednesday will be my Watts bar and fishing with trash double header. It's going to be extra long, you know, 2 separate videos, one for the trash fishing and the other one just fishing Watts bar over that time period. So to make up for being a little late with, you know, in this failed kayak video, you're going to get 2 videos next week. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.